What's up? In this chapter, Steph Meyer tackles some really heavy stuff. Chapter 25, Race. Edward Carlisle and Emmett are on the first plane out of SeaTac to get to Phoenix to meet up with Bella, Jasper, and Alice. Even when the plane's wheels touched the tarmac, my impatience refused to ebb. I reminded myself that Bella was surely less than a mile distant now, and it wouldn't be many minutes before I could see her face again. But that only made the urge stronger to rip the emergency door off its hinges and sprint to the building rather than wait through the interminable taxiing. Oh man. Vibrating in his seat. He's like, I gotta get out of this plane! But also like perfectly still because vampires never move. He's perfectly still. In fact, Carlisle has to nudge his elbow repeatedly to remind him to move and fake breathing. Yeah. The Rose window shade was down. There was an excess of direct sunlight in the plane. My arms were folded so that my hands were hidden, and I'd let the hood of my airport shop hoodie fall forward to keep my face in the shadow. They're just sitting there with like hoodies on and sunglasses like It's fine. The plane is still too bright, so they feel like they're gonna dazzle and just do a light show for everybody in the plane. Emmett is bulging out of the sweatshirt that was several sizes too small. They don't make the sweatshirts in size himbo. Luckily, nothing about their flight was delayed, so that's a good sign. Yeah. It's a very good sign. The plane in the air had felt unbearably slow. This taxiing might kill me. The plane's going so slow, Edward's like, I wanna die. I can just like unbuckle my seatbelt before the seatbelt buckle light goes off, right? Like that's fine. That's my right. We're on the ground. That's my right as an American. They do wait for the seatbelt light to turn off with a tinny ding, and then all three of them are moving. They skip the line. Yeah. Which is not airport etiquette. No, but they did wait for the seatbelt light to ting on, so I guess, like, kind of etiquette. I don't know. Carlisle would make sure they did at least that. At least that. So he's super anxious to get off the plane and frustrated with the speed, but he keeps himself calm, thinking about how he's definitely going to see Bella soon. Like, Bella's in the airport, so he's going to see her soon. Carlisle's fingers rested lightly on my elbow because everyone's just touching Edward's elbows today. Yeah, it's his sensitive spot. They leave the plane and Edward is like, I'm coming! And then Carlisle tugs the back of his sweatshirt to be like, slow down. Fingers his coat, that's way too conspicuous. Hold your roller. Yoink! Alice and Jasper's minds would stand out from the humans like spotlights surrounded by campfires. I'd be able to hear them any The chaos and agony of Alice's mind hit me then like a sudden vortex erupting out of a calm sea, sucking me under. Oh God, no. Oh no, something went wrong? What? I staggered to a stop, paralyzed. I didn't hear what Carlisle said, barely felt his attempts to pull me forward. I was vaguely aware of his awareness of the human security officer eyeing us suspiciously. No, I've got your phone right here, Emmett was saying too loudly. Because Edward just stops in the middle of the airport and all these people slam into him behind him probably. And it's like, no, bro. I got your phone right here, bro. I got it. Come on, bro. We're good. He grabbed me under one elbow. Again, all over the elbows today. We love the LBs. The bodies around me seemed translucent. All I could really see was Alice's memories. Bella, pale and withdrawn, twitching with nerves. Bella, desperate-eyed, walking away with Jasper. Bella just being super sus in general. A memory of a vision. Jasper rushing back to Alice, agitated. Because we know how Bella made her escape in the airport. Since she knows the Phoenix airport, she knows that there's a women's restroom that has like an entrance on both sides and she can like sneak out and Jasper won't be able to catch her. So she's like,
I need to go to the bathroom and I want Jasper to come with me as human Xanax.
But Jasper can't go into the women's restroom. So this whole plan falls apart because of gendered bathrooms. Also, I looked into it and anti-trans bathroom legislation wasn't introduced in the state of Arizona until 2013. So really what held them back was Jasper's conservative values. And I just think that's an important plot point to mention. And I agree. Yeah. Once again, the prude conservative values are f***ing everyone over in this book. She didn't wait for him to come to her. She followed his scent to where he waited outside the women's restroom, face clouded with concern. Alice, following Bella's scent now, finding the second exit, darting at the speed that was a little too conspicuous, the hallways full of people, the crowded elevator, the sliding doors to the outside, a curb teeming with taxis and shuttles. The end of the trail. Bella had vanished. Oh my God. Alice could see Bella a few seconds from now in a taxi, speeding along the freeway through brilliant sunlight. Bella's eyes were closed. And in just a few minutes more, a mirrored room, fluorescent tubes bright overhead, long pine boards across the floor. What is this room? What could this room be? Why can't we figure out what this room is? What's up? The tracker, waiting. Then blood. So much blood.
Why did you go after her? I hissed.
And then Alice says, the two of us weren't enough. She died. So they didn't follow her because
Bella would have died if it had just been the two of them. So I guess not then.
If Alice and Jasper pursued her and tried to save her, the only end of that future is Bella dead. So,
Yeah,
like,
so
we
they
couldn't
can't
go
get to
after
that.
her.
So we gotta wait until we have more of the Cullen clan here. So we've got strength in numbers.
And stratagems.
Stratagems.
What's happened, Alice? I heard Carlisle ask. The five of us were already moving in an intimidating formation toward the garage where they parked. Hoodies and sunglasses.
Walking with the purpose. To answer Carlisle's question, Alice shoves a piece of paper into his hand. It was folded into thirds. Carlisle glanced at it and recoiled.
No! Oh God!
It's basically Bella's suicide note that she wrote for Edward in Twilight. We know that she read literally like, Edward, I'm so sorry. He has my mom. So like, please forgive me and don't kill yourself.
Yeah.
XOXO. Gossip Girl. Bella's handwriting. An explanation. A hostage. An apology. A plea. Carlisle passes that note to Edward, who crumples it in his hand and shoves it into his pocket.
Crumples it because he's gonna throw it away and was like, no, I need to keep every piece of her to cry over later when she's dead. Her mother, I growled softly. Oh, I haven't seen her. She won't be in the room. He may have already. Alice didn't finish. She remembered Bella's mother's voice on the phone, the panic in it. Bella had gone to the other room to calm her mother, and then the vision had overtaken Alice. She hadn't put the timing together. She hadn't seen. Alice was spiraling in guilt. I hissed low and hard.
There's no time for that, Alice.
But I bet Alice feels so bad. Yeah. She's feeling so bad. She's like, oh my God, I had one job and it was to spend time with my bestie. And like, I've been planning everything around making Bella not die. And now she dies on my watch.
Yeah, it's like asking your friend to take care of your plant and then they end up killing it.
Oh, but it's not a plant. It's a real life person.
Oh no. Jasper's feeling her guilt and his own guilt. So he's like probably like standing there like,
I would be. They have a gap of time to save her, but it's a really, really slight possibility. So they just gotta get going. Alice already has a plan. She's like, I know I f***ed up, but I'm still gonna try my best.
So Bella had given Alice the crossroads of the ballet studio before she went and took like the phone call with her mother. So Alice knows where the ballet studio is and that's where they're headed.
Boom. It's not because Bella literally told Edward the name of her ballet teacher in that chapter, chapter 13, when we learned everything about her. Why did we learn that information if it wasn't gonna come in handy here?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Irrelevant.
Okay, all right.
We moved in synchronization to the stairwell. It was empty. We flew upward and were in the garage in less than a second. Jasper started for where they'd left the car, but Alice caught his arm. Whatever car we take, the police are going to be searching for its owners. We gotta rob a car.
You gotta rob a car. Classic Alice line, I didn't think you would be opposed to Grand Theft Auto.
I figured you wouldn't be opposed to Grand Theft Auto.
So they're looking for the perfect car. Speaking of car, Carlisle goes and retrieves his doctor bag from the trunk of the Mercedes.
Yay.
You never know when you might need a doctor bag.
You never know.
Ugly cars, stupid car. We don't want a Ford Mustang or a Nissan 350Z.
Ew.
They're just not good enough. As soon as I smelled the nitrous, Alice saw what I was looking for. I darted to the far end of the garage, right up to the edge of the intruding sunlight where someone had parked their souped-up WRX STI far away from the elevators in hopes that no one would park next to it and ding the paint.
Oh no.
Well, it's about to get stolen.
Oh well, it's about to get ding-donged up.
The paint job was hideous. Violently orange bubbles the size of my head rising up from what appeared to be deep purple lava. Straight off the set of Pimp My Ride. They've got TV screens on the back of every chair.
There's an air fryer in the back seat.
It's got shocks. It just goes...
But it's also like a hideous orange car that's also named an STI. You can't tell me this car is not designed to look like herpes.
Yeah.
Ew.
Obviously well-maintained. Somebody's baby. Well, it looks like the baby's getting thrown out with the bathwater tonight.
Oh no, good thing Edward's pro-choice.
Yeah. Alice breaks off an antenna of another car and breaks into the car, a trick she picked up somewhere, sometime. Ducking into the driver's seat, I wrenched off the casing on the steering column and twisted the ignition wires together. Next to the gear shift was a second stick, this one topped with 2 red buttons labeled Go-Go 1 and Go-Go 2. Ooh. The others climbed into the car, Carlisle in the passenger seat and the rest in the back. Everyone's just like squeezed in the back. Cute. Carlisle,
especially Emmett with his, I'm sure, broad shoulders.
Yeah, no.
Alice must be in the middle seat.
Yeah.
She's just sitting there.
We tore down the length of the enormous garage toward the exit. I clicked on the heating button on the dash. It would take a moment for the nitrous to heat from gas to liquid.
That's how that works. Stephenie Meyer just wanted to prove that she knows how that works. Edward says, Alice, give me 30 seconds ahead. Yes!
Edward can like look into her mind and see the road 30 seconds ahead, but also see it through his own eyes as he's driving and not like hit anything? Like, does he do like a paste it over? Is it kind of like the little corner
is it compartments?
thing in the TV?
Is it like security camera footage where you can see multiple areas at once?
Like how are we organizing
What does this look like? Expansive vampire mind ability to focus.
Yeah.
Very cool, but like what does that look like?
Describe it to me, you guys, down in the comments. I'm curious. The descent was a tight corkscrew that spiraled down 4 floors, just like a duck's dick. We spun out of the last curve into a wide, sunlit pavement bay. A thin red and white striped arm stretched across the lane. Before I could even really consider ramming through it, Alice was shouting at me in her head, "If the police start chasing us now, we won't make it!"
Oh my god, they have to pay for parking!
Yeah, okay, but also, Stephenie Meyer didn't have them go through a literal border checkpoint when they went from the United States to Canada, or a checkpoint when they drove into a national park, which costs money to go to. You need a ticket. But she's like, oh, here now at the parking garage, like, well, we will have that. We wanted to be a little realistic. I forced my fingers to relax while I pulled up to the automated window. Carlisle grabbed the ticket stuck behind the visor in an obvious way and held it out to me. Alice snagged it. She could see I was as likely to put my fist through the card reader as I was to wait patiently for the machine to work. I drove another 2 feet forward so Jasper could roll down his window and pay with one of the no-name cards we use to stay anonymous.
Shouts out to Jay Jinx, we learned from Breaking Dawn, who gets them all their alias credit cards and honestly probably Carlisle's
medical degrees. Yeah, all their fake paperwork.
Pays with a no-name card. Yeah. No problem.
And Jasper's just the one who's always had this hookup, like from back in the war days. He like needed fake paperwork, I guess. Like, when did he meet Jay Jinx? Curious.
I want to look into it.
He pulled his dark sleeve to his fingertips. There was the barest glimmer as he reached out the window to shove the ticket into the slot. He just has his sweatshirt down, like just to his fingertips, reaching out the window in sunglasses, like... I concentrated on the striped arm. It was the checkered flag. As soon as it lifted, the race was on. The card reader made a whirring sound. Jasper punched a button. The arm popped up, and I hit the accelerator. It took me 12 seconds to shift through the gears until I was in 6th, and I didn't plan to shift down. My speed was up to 120. I could probably get another 30 out of the STI, but I didn't want to push her too hard yet.
He says, Jazz, I'm gonna lose the side mirrors. Give me a view. So they both look out the other sides of the window so that Edward can read Jasper's mind over here and Emmett's mind over here as they're looking out the window.
Reading Alice's mind, seeing the road 30 seconds ahead and the real road in front of him. I'm like, how is he doing all of this? How could he not like screw something up here? Like, I get it. He's a vampire. He's like fast instincts, but I mean, come on.
Like, God, this is super impressive.
Like, jeez. They both twisted in their seats to stare at the road to the left, right, and behind. The view in their minds gave me a much better range than the mirrors anyway.
So yeah, those mirrors.
I gritted my teeth and held tight to the wheel as I scraped by the wide van that was riding the right lane. With a screech of metal, my left mirror ripped off against the van's side, and my right mirror exploded against the concrete barrier. Boom! Bella was running across a white-hot sidewalk, stumbling, or she would be soon.
Just the road, Alice!
I split through my teeth.
Sorry, I'm trying.
Edward says,
Stop!
Oh my god, stop, Alice!
Oh my god, you're so annoying.
Just stop.
She closes her eyes and tries her best to see nothing but the pavement ahead. So weird, she like closes her eyes trying to see.
Yeah. Everything was the road. Everything was road, and road, and road, 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 road. Or, he lives in a roadhouse with a road little window and a road Corvette, and everything is road for him and himself and everybody around, 'cause he ain't got no road to listen. I'm road, dabba dee dabba road. If I was road, I was road. I could see it in 360 degrees and 30 seconds into the future.
Whoa.
As I merged onto the northbound freeway, drifting across the lanes to the left shoulder again, up to 130 now, it felt like our minds were bound together into one perfectly focused organism, greater than the sum of its parts.
Whoa.
Wow, they're like a hive mind here, and Edward is the queen bee. 145. 15 seconds ahead of me, the perfect bubble of space opened. I swerved into the center lane and flipped the clear safety cover off the bright red go-go 1 button.
Oh my god, it's time to press the go-go button. We're about to go-go. We're about to go-go. Ah!
The timing was perfect. The exact instant I was cleared, I punched the button, the NOS spray hit, the car shot forward as it fired from a cannon.
155, 170,
175, 180, 185, 190. Oh my god.
Really just a 180.
Yeah, no, 170. Bella was opening a glass door into a dark, empty room. Or would be soon. Alice refocused, also surprised at the ease of doing so. Her thoughts flickered to Jasper, and I understood. As a man of peace, Jasper struggled. But as a man of war, he was more than I'd ever imagined.
Oh my god, Jasper is mooting everybody battle.
Everyone, war!
War!
I am feeling the effects of masculinity right now. I feel the testosterone. I want to go to war! I want a lightsaber! I'm a man! War! Get this seatbelt off of me!
It's a hive mind, and Jasper is actually the queen bee, but he's actually a jellyfish because he's a man of war.
Yeah. We were all sharing his battle focus now, something he'd used to keep his newborns on track back in the war years. It worked perfectly in this vastly different situation. Vastly different, okay? Like, we're not
Super
racist.
Different. We're not racist. Yeah, no, this is not the Civil War. No. Vastly different.
Vastly, completely different.
Totally different.
Different situation. The hit of nitrous was already waning.
No.
150.
Oh, they're slowing down.
150. Alice sees that they're setting up the first roadblock because they know that this car has been stolen and is driving like a maniac on the road. But the first roadblock, not gonna be a problem.
Nah.
But they are setting up a second roadblock, which will be a problem.
Yeah, the police are gonna get him. And this is a very conspicuous car. It's orange and purple and so fast.
And bubbly.
They're setting up the first roadblock, Alice noted. Neither of us was concerned. They were building it too close to intercept us. We'd be past it before they could pull it together. No problem. And the second. She showed me the spot on the map in her head, far enough ahead that it would be a problem, even with another window opening in just 4 seconds. Okay, so problem. I considered my options while Alice showed me the consequences. The time was too short. We had no choice but to switch cars.
I have to try as many cars that are available to me.
I want to try all the cars.
It's the only way that we can save Bella.
This is all about saving Bella and not about me driving out to cool cars really fast.
No. It's about her, not me. So he's considering his car choices for the swap.
But in the meantime, he's got to get another go-go in.
Yeah, obviously we have to use the go-go too.
Yeah, it's go-go too. He's gonna go-go. We're gonna go-go again.
The STI kicked forward obediently. Boom! 170, 180. Alice showed me the specific vehicles available ahead, and I sifted through the choices. Corvette, ill.
Corvette.
Glossy black BMW S1000RR, top speed 190. Edward's eyeing a black motorcycle, being like, oh wait, I do kind of want to ride that. And like, Bella seeing me roll up and like take my helmet off.
I think I'm here to save you, babe.
Chad Michael Murray.
Vicky Friday.
But Alice is like, Edward, you're gonna need the whole group of us to take down the tracker.
Like, you can't go off alone, and the motorcycle only carries one person.
Oh no. It's a vision. Suddenly, her thoughts were full of mayhem and blood, human and inhuman screaming, the sound of shredding metal. Carlisle was at the center, his hands dyed glistening red.
Oh my god.
Jasper luckily kept him from steering off the road. His grip on my emotions was so strong in that second that it felt like a fist clenching tight around my throat.
Oh, hot. I was
Choke me, Jasper.
Choke me, Jasper.
Together, we forced my mind back to the lanes in front of me. Alice was still flipping through options, and finally, they find it. A Porsche Cayenne Turbo.
Spicy.
Top speed 186. And adorned with a stick figure family on the back window. 2 daughters and 3 dogs.
3 dogs? 3 dogs.
Dope!
Love that.
Cute!
Oh my god, I wonder what kinds of dogs they are.
I don't know.
We'll never find out.
We'll never
know.
A family would slow us, but luckily, there was only the driver inside, a 30-something female with a dark brown ponytail.
Sweet. Carlisle prepares himself, gets out his doctor bag. It's the return of the secret sauce we used on Lanny.
They're starting to push the Porsche Cayenne off the road.
They're literally running this car off the road. It's like Clueless.
Yeah. She's changing lanes, and then Edward's just following everything she does. Can you imagine? She's like, what the f*** is going on?
Yeah, she's like slowing down, they're slowing down. She's speeding up, they're speeding up, and then he's like kind of swerving over, and she's like, oh my god, can you stop?
Fine, drive crazy on the road, but can you
like,
leave me
leave me
alone?
out of it.
It's like, bee, like, you stand up and like walk away and the bee follows you and you're like, I'm not a flower. I'm not a flower. What do you need from me? The food is over there.
Stop.
I pulled slightly ahead of the Cayenne and then steered left again, forcing my way into her lane while decelerating sharply. The driver slammed on the brakes. We came to a full stop at the last 10 feet of shade.
At the overpass so they don't sparkle.
Yeah.
Genius, perfect timing, well executed maneuver.
Thank you, Edward.
All of us exited simultaneously.
The woman's like, what kind of mafia is this? Like,
Yeah.
they're all wearing SeaTac airport hoodies. Coming to get her, she's like, what is happening? They're all young and hot. What? Driver of the Cayenne was climbing out of her car too, her face in a scowl and her ponytail swinging with rage. We've got a Karen on our hands.
Oh, God.
Instead of being like, what the I just got, like, stopped in the middle of the freeway, she's like, excuse me?
Do you even know who I am?
Oh my God.
That is not okay.
Oh my God.
I just got this car and you're driving very recklessly.
I love her Dom energy. Just like, not
Yeah.
freaking out, just angry.
She's just anger.
angry and confused.
And honestly, offended.
Where is the manager? Carlisle darted forward to meet her. She had 1 second to react to the fact that the most handsome man she'd ever seen was responsible for running her off the road, and then she was collapsing into him.
She probably hadn't even had time to feel the prick of the needle. They run this woman off the road, inject her with something, and all she knows is like,
Raid.
horny? Dead. She's not dead, she's just passed out.
Yeah.
She got the Lanny treatment.
I'm so mad, and wait, actually, it was probably my fault.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry for getting in your way.
No, women can't drive. That's fine.
Carlisle carefully lays her unconscious body on the raised concrete shelf beside the shoulder. Like, that's a good idea.
They just leave her on the side of the road.
No, like she's gonna wake up and like roll over onto the freeway and get smushed. Don't leave her there.
Someone else is gonna run off the road. She's on the f***ing shoulder of the freeway.
Yeah, Carlisle, if you're trying not to like cause anyone to die, like maybe like don't leave her on the freeway unconscious. Like just
I don't know.
just a
Just
thought.
thought, maybe. Okay. They get into the new car. Edward takes the driver's seat. And then Emmett is waiting beside the old car, the orange STI herpes car. Alice says, now! And Emmett flips the STI into the oncoming traffic and causes a massive collision. Just he's like, another demolition derby. Yeah! It rolls a bunch of times and there are airbags everywhere. They're just popping out. Oh my God. But luckily Alice sees that there are no deaths, only injuries.
Which we can live with.
Yeah, and even if there were deaths, that's not something we can deal with right now.
No, we can
Time
even
to
think
keep
about
going.
that. Let's go.
So they're racing forward in the Cayenne. They're racing forward in the spicy car.
Yeah, so spicy. We're seeing visions of the tracker looming over Bella.
Oh God.
His fingers are stroking her cheek.
Ew. There's no time.
We're driving at 165. On the other side of the divided highway, 4 patrol cars screamed in the other direction, headed for our accident. They paid no attention to the soccer mom SUV speeding north.
Idiot cops. You're so stupid.
180. Our exit was racing toward us. I whipped around a semi and swerved to the right, silently urging the tires to hold themselves together. I mashed down the accelerator. 170! We shot up the exit on the narrow left shoulder, passing within inches of the car's stop for the light. I careened left under the now red light, the back of the SUV drifting out to the right as I narrowly made the turn, almost touching the concrete barrier on the north side of the overpass.
Cactus Road wasn't as helpful as the freeway. They're on Cactus Road Runner.
We finally made it to Cactus Road.
Oh my God.
The famous Cactus Road.
The famous Cactus Road. They pass a speed limit sign at 40 miles per hour and they speed by at 120. Just to like hammer home the point that they're going so fast.
Yeah, they're going like really fast.
so fast.
The road gave me one small advantage. A suicide lane edged by bright yellow lines ran right down the middle of almost its entire length. Bella was crawling across pine floorboards. The tracker raised his foot. Oh, he's gonna curb stomp Bella.
He breaks her leg. We know from Twilight. He f***ing stomps her femur.
Smash. Alice refocused, but my mind veered. For a 10th of a second, I was back in my Volvo and Forks, thinking of ways to kill myself. Edward was thinking about killing himself in the suicide lane.
What a beautiful metaphor, Stephenie Meyer. This is incredible writing.
Yeah, no. In 100 years from now, when they're analyzing these books in English lit classes
lit
because
in college.
they're so wonderfully written, she's the Emily Bronte of our generation. They're gonna be like, what a motif. Suicide is a motif. Wow, this is a perfect example of perfect writing and just capturing every essence of the essence of the moment
and the metaphors and the literary devices. Yeah.
Emmett would never, but maybe Jasper.
Emmett would never.
Emmett would never. Edward would be like, Emmett, will you kill me? And he'd be like, bro, no,
absolutely not.
bro code. Never
Bro
kill
code.
your own bro.
Never kill your bro. That's just bro code.
That's unbroceptible.
it's the broad.
But maybe Jasper, he alone could feel what I felt. So maybe he would want to end my life just to escape that pain. I don't know, Jasper's like, your brother loves you. Like, I'm sure he would endure pain rather than, like, kill you.
He would probably just mood you not suicidal.
Yeah. But he wouldn't want to hurt Alice.
Okay, yeah, so he'll do it not for Alice.
Yeah, so
because Alice would never allow that.
No.
So that left the longer trip to Italy to just get the Volturi to kill him. Jasper reached forward to touch his fingertips to the back of my neck. It felt like Novocaine washing over my anguish. Picking up on these suicide vibes. So, I'm just gonna...
I tore down the center lane uninterrupted for a mile, veering back into the legal lanes to fly under the first green light. The next intersection rushed toward me. The suicide lane transitioned to a left turn lane with 3 cars already lined up and waiting. Cool. So Jasper helps Edward out of the suicide lane.
Oh my god, literally.
I glanced at the speedometer. 80. Unacceptable!
Unacceptable!
The intersection was becoming bigger. Alice, give me every possibility.
Every possibility.
Yeah. In her head, the vehicles on the road froze. She spun them counterclockwise and then back again. Oh, it's a 3D rendering. I saw them stretching first vertically and then horizontally. The pattern was tight, but there were tiny holes.
Tiny holes. He's realizing he can't make it through this intersection without clipping another car, which will destroy both cars because they're going 120 miles per hour.
In a 40-mile-per-hour section.
So, like, it's gonna be a wreck, like, literally, if they speed through the intersection. But they also can't get out and walk or run through the intersection because it's so sunny. They would be like, pew! And everybody would see. And they can't get the Volturi involved. Like, they cannot risk being seen. It's just not a possibility.
Yeah.
Not a possibility.
Yeah.
But Bella was screaming. Ah!
Jasper ramped up the Novocaine dosage. She's like, chill!
Numbness soaked through my skin and into my brain. I'm so jealous. Oh, that would be sick. There's just enough space to weave between other cars. They're all moving so slowly compared to him that it felt like dodging around standing objects. They're going 130 miles an hour. I snaked my way through the frozen intersection, crossing to the right side of the road as soon as it was clear.
Nice,
says Emmett.
The final light would be green, but Alice had different ideas. Oh. Turn left here, she said, showing me a narrow residential road behind the commercial area where the dance studio was located. The street was lined with towering eucalyptus trees.
Eucalyptus legalized.
The spotty shade was almost enough for us to move through undetected. No one was outside. It was too hot.
Too hot.
It's so hot. Slow down. There's not enough. If he hears us, she dies!
So they have to slow down because if James hears them approaching, he will just go ahead and kill Bella on the spot.
Edward's currently going,
Yeah.
We need to go.
Sneaky.
Not a sound.
We
Not
can't
a
have
noise.
it. We cannot have
Not
that.
it.
My jaw locked in place as I braked down to 40. Jasper, Alice hissed at top speed. You cut around the building and come through the front. The rest of us go through the back. Carlisle, get ready. Edward pulls the car over into a shady spot. They hop out of the car, and they're moving in perfect synchronicity, thanks to Jasper. They dart from the car, leaving every door slightly open so there would be no unnecessary noise.
They leave all the doors open, but don't car doors do that like ding, ding, ding?
Yeah! They surged over the wall, leaping far enough to avoid the bed of gravel at its base and landing almost silently on the pavement, like a kitty cat. I didn't hesitate. I could already see what was behind that door, or what would be behind the door 1 second from now. I angled my body so there would be no mistakes, no tiny window the tracker could slip through, and then launched myself at the door.
He's going in.
This is the moment.
They finally found the mirrored room with the gold bar around it.
What could it be?
But all the mirrors be shattered.
Oh God.
No. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. But they made it, hopefully in time, so they're gonna save Bella in the next chapter, probably.
Thanks for watching, guys. We had a fun little F1 race Indy 500 chapter. It was cute.
It was cute. We'll be back next week with the next installment to see if Bella makes it out of this alive. What's gonna happen? How are they gonna handle this?
I don't know. But yeah, we've got everything in this book. We've got love, a car chase, another car accident that happened. We've got 2 car accidents.
We've got a woman on the side of the road.
We've got blood.
We've got ballet.
Yeah.
We've got an interpretive dance section.
We're truly covering all of our bases, including a baseball game. So
the bases!
Anything you could possibly want has just been shoved into this amazing work of art that we're almost done with.
We're not even gonna start.
No, we're not. We're not even going.
Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you all next week.
Goodbye.
Bye.